A chill has swept across the nation, and it doesn't come from the winter weather. Rather, it emanates from the Oval Office, where President Donald Trump has enacted a freeze on federal funding for grants, loans, and other initiatives. This action, part of a broader ideological review of spending, has sent shockwaves through organizations and institutions that rely heavily on these funds. This story begins with Trump's recent executive orders. These orders, focused primarily on military policy, are not without controversy. They include the elimination of diversity and equity practices and the reinstatement of service members who had previously refused COVID-19 vaccines. In the wake of these orders, the president initiated the funding freeze, causing an uproar among Senate Democrats and sparking legal challenges from several states. As we delve deeper into the chronology, we find a series of significant personnel changes within the Trump administration. These changes include firings at the National Labor Relations Board and the dismissal of prosecutors involved in federal prosecutions related to Mr. Trump. These actions, when viewed in conjunction with the funding freeze, highlight an administration in flux and a nation bracing for potential fallout. The freeze itself, while excluding individual assistance programs such as Social Security and Medicare, could temporarily disrupt trillions of dollars in funding. This disruption has caused confusion and panic among organizations that rely on these funds to provide crucial services in education, healthcare, and social services. However, it's not all doom and gloom. The Education Department has clarified that certain programs, such as student loans and Pell Grants, are not affected by the freeze. Nevertheless, the overall impact of this decision remains uncertain, with concerns being raised about its legality and its potential effects on programs serving low-income students and families. As the dust begins to settle on this dramatic shift in policy, we find ourselves at the precipice of a legal battle. Democratic officials and organizations have criticized the move as capricious and illegal, setting the stage for what promises to be a contentious fight in the courts. To wrap up, President Trump's freeze on federal funding is a bold and controversial move. By placing the freeze, the president has effectively exerted control over federal spending, advancing his conservative goals. However, the freeze has also sparked significant backlash, with fears of its potential impact on vital services and programs. As we move forward, it's clear that this decision will have far-reaching implications, the full extent of which we can only begin to imagine.